Long before the winding paths of the Odyssey, before the wooden horse and the 10-year war, Odysseus was not yet the cunning hero of legends. He was a man of Ithaca, a prince born into quiet power, whose brilliance simmered beneath a cloak of calm restraint. His story did not begin with war, but with choice, with fate circling quietly like a hawk over still waters. Odysseus was the son of Laertes, king of the rocky island of Ithaca, and Anticlea, a woman of noble blood. From birth, he was marked by a mind that cut deeper than swords. While other boys dreamed of glory on the battlefield, Odysseus listened. He studied the stars, the movements of ships, the words of elders. He was curious and quiet, observant in a world that praised noise. He watched the tides and learned that strength was not in the storm, but in knowing when to set sail. As he grew, so did his renown. He could wrestle and hunt like the strongest warriors. But his true weapon was his wit. The people of Ithaca saw in him a leader not of brute force, but of wisdom. They trusted his judgment, for he saw beyond the surface of things. And yet, even as his legend grew, Odysseus longed for something more than command. He wanted a life of meaning, not just rule. That longing found its answer in Penelope, a woman of quiet strength and sharp mind. She was not a goddess nor a warrior, but her soul matched his in every way. Odysseus won her hand not through conquest, but through understanding. He spoke plainly, truthfully, and she, seeing his depth, chose him not as a king, but as a partner. Their union was not just of hearts, but of equals, two minds destined to weather storms together. Their happiness was not loud, but it was real. Ithaca knew peace under Odysseus, and for a time, it seemed the gods would leave him be. But the world of men and gods is never still. Whispers of conflict rose in the east, in the golden halls of Sparta. Helen, queen and wife of Menelaus, had vanished. Paris of Troy had taken her, and with her, the fragile peace between kingdoms. The call to war came swiftly. Agamemnon, brother of the wronged king, gathered the Greek leaders to march upon Troy. All the great names were summoned: Ajax, Diomedes, Menelaus, and Odysseus. But the prince of Ithaca did not rush toward the call. He had no hunger for glory soaked in blood. He had a wife, a newborn son named Telemachus, and a land that thrived under peace. When the envoys came to Ithaca, Odysseus met them with a plow in his hands. He pretended madness, sowing the fields with salt instead of seed. But even brilliance can be tested. Palamedes, sent by Agamemnon, laid Telemachus before the plow's path. Odysseus stopped. The charade broke. His love for his child had undone the illusion. And with that, he was bound to fate. He joined the kings of Greece, not as a warrior eager for war, but as a strategist whose mind would shape the future. It was Odysseus who argued for reason when others sought blood. It was he who saw the war not as honor, but as a trap that would ensnare them all. Still, he sailed. Duty demanded it, and he obeyed. This was the man before the war, not yet scarred by monsters or cursed by gods. Not yet the weary wanderer. He was still whole, still hopeful, a father, a husband, a reluctant hero about to step into a story that would stretch across oceans and echo through time. Before the Trojan horse, before the Cyclops, before Calypso's island, there was Odysseus of Ithaca, a man of quiet beginnings who would one day outwit fate itself.